5 things to know for Tokyo 2020. My name is Ken Hanscom, and each week I take you through the latest news and stories leading up to next summer's event. This is the last video of 2020, and I know most of us are ready to say goodbye to 2020 because it's been a difficult year for many, many people around the world, and we're looking forward with hope to what's come next year. So for this week's video, I'm going to do a little bit of reflection and then look forward to what we have next year. So let's get on to number 1. This year started off with quite a bit of excitement around the Tokyo 2020 Summer Games. For me, I was still looking for tickets. I know many of you were. And in addition to that, I had the opportunity to attend qualification events. So qualifications for sport climbing, for ping pong or table tennis, as well as the Rugby Sevens tournament that was held here in Los Angeles. And that all happened just days before the world really turned into chaos. And let's go on to number 2. March 11th, 2020 is a day I will never forget. Until that point, when the NBA canceled the game due to a COVID-19 infection, I didn't understand the impact that COVID would have on my life, on our country, on the world, and it's still having and will continue to have. At that point, things in the sporting world were thrown into chaos, and then we moved into another phase. That phase was uncertainty. And the uncertainty started to happen around all the global events, all the sporting events would happen. And there was a lot of discussions happening in the media, amongst national organizations, and with the IOC and with the Tokyo 2020 committee. What do we do about Tokyo 2020? What do we do with it in terms of, do we still have it? Do we try to have it? Do we move it on? And that went on for what seemed like months, but really was just a couple of weeks. And then when we heard the news that Tokyo 2020 was going to move into 2021. There was still a lot to be unknown, and that really moved us into the next phase. At that point, we moved into a phase of hope. A hope that there would be vaccines that we now have that are starting to be distributed that would end the sickness and dying that many of us are experiencing, families and friends. The next part of that is also hope that next summer's Olympics would still be able to happen, Summer Games in 2021. And the last part of that hope is hoping that international fans would be able to attend for the many who still want to go and attend. And that really brings us to our phase as we look at it heading into 2021. And that final phase that we're entering into now is the 2021 planning and execution phase. First, starting off with Olympic athletes' ability to train, to qualify, to compete on some levels before they get to next summer's games. The second piece is around international spectators. Will they be able to attend? In what quantity? And if so, how will they get tickets? How will they get transportation? How will they get hotels and other rooms? And then the last part of it is really looking at what are the different areas of excitement and storylines they're going to build. We know one of the biggest ones will be 100 days before the games, and a lot of that will depend on what the state of the world is there. We're still looking forward to that with hope, and I hope you are too, and you'll continue to join me on the road to Tokyo 2020 in the new year. Have a Merry Christmas if you celebrate Christmas, Happy Holidays, and a Happy New Year.